The Evergreen Assisted Living, located in O'Neill, Nebraska, helps seniors remain as independent as possible. Now with the addition of 12 beautiful independent living apartments with 1 or 2 bedrooms, there are more choices for choosing the Evergreen as your new home. Enjoy the spacious community center, complete with movie theater and activities and game room, or enjoy the breathtaking courtyard. You can count on comfort, courtesy, security, and service at the Evergreen in O'Neill. Contact Dee today.
If you love working in the dirt, the sweet smell of soil, fun yard decor, and gorgeous flower baskets, then head to Shamrock Nursery in O'Neill, where Nebraska-grown plants are for Nebraska gardens. Del Ray, Lib, and their team of garden gurus can help you with your gardening and plant questions. Enjoy flowers that explode with color and the biggest and best vegetables on the block. And don't forget the Jack's Classic Fertilizer. It's what the pros use, says the cat. Available at Shamrock Nursery, O'Neill.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Irish capital of Nebraska, O'Neill, Nebraska, for this special presentation on News Channel Nebraska. So glad you could join us for the best place to be to celebrate St. Patrick's Day weekend. I'm Michael Shively, leading our fantastic crew here in O'Neill as we get ready to broadcast the 2021 O'Neill St. Patrick's Day Parade, an annual tradition that is phenomenal, brings out massive crowds, and has been going on for decades, except last year. The pandemic struck and took out our chance at the O'Neill St. Patrick's Day Parade. We're making up for it this year, and we'll start off by visiting with some local businesses. That's coming up. We'll talk with a couple of special guests and then get you to the parade on News Channel Nebraska.
The Evergreen Assisted Living, located in O'Neill, Nebraska, helps seniors remain as independent as possible. Now with the addition of 12 beautiful independent living apartments with 1 or 2 bedrooms, there are more choices for choosing the Evergreen as your new home. Enjoy the spacious community center, complete with movie theater and activities and game room, or enjoy the breathtaking courtyard. You can count on comfort, courtesy, security, and service at the Evergreen in O'Neill. Contact Dee today.
If you love working in the dirt, the sweet smell of soil, fun yard decor, and gorgeous flower baskets, then head to Shamrock Nursery in O'Neill, where Nebraska-grown plants are for Nebraska gardens. Del Ray, Lib, and their team of garden gurus can help you with your gardening and plant questions. Enjoy flowers that explode with color and the biggest and best vegetables on the block. And don't forget the Jack's Classic Fertilizer. It's what the pros use, says the cat. Available at Shamrock Nursery, O'Neill. Heritage and tradition on the water. There's nothing quite like a Lund boat. The secret behind Lund's success is the craftsmanship with an extreme attention to detail. Whether fiberglass or aluminum, look no further than Crotter Marine in O'Neill, your area Lund boat dealer. Lund's prototype offers a superior design and unparalleled engineering, creating greater fishability for the Lund Ultimate Fishing Experience. If you love the outdoors, a Lund boat is perfect for your recreational hunting or fishing adventures. Contact Crotter Marine in O'Neill today.
The Evergreen Assisted Living, located in O'Neill, Nebraska, helps seniors remain as independent as possible. Now with the addition of 12 beautiful independent living apartments with 1 or 2 bedrooms, there are more choices for choosing the Evergreen as your new home. Enjoy the spacious community center, complete with movie theater and activities and game room, or enjoy the breathtaking courtyard. You can count on comfort, courtesy, security, and service at the Evergreen in O'Neill. Contact Dee today.
Welcome back. I'm here with Dee Fritz, the administrator at Evergreen Assisted and Independent Living. Now, Dee, this is such a special day for O'Neill, St. Patrick's Day, the annual celebration. What sorts of things do you do to get everybody in the spirit at Evergreen?
Well, the Evergreen's been busy as usual. We did have an Irish coffee, tea, cakes, and all the trimmings with the festivities. We had music. We also had a birthday party yesterday and celebrated 6 different people's birthdays in the facility, and that was fun.
That's awesome. Now, every year you do something special. What sorts of things do you decorate with? What's it look like right now if you walk into the Evergreen?
Well, we have lots of shamrocks and different things up on the walls. We also have a big backdrop that has the leprechaun and the pot of gold. People can take their pictures there. Families are welcome to come and visit. We are no longer in lockdown. We have 100% of our direct care staff members have been vaccinated, and all of our residents have been vaccinated, so it's a safe environment.
Now, I know you have a new addition. We'll get to that in a second, but I also heard you're hosting a vaccination clinic, that you're helping out with that. That's great. I mean, it's helping get everybody else safe. What's that process been like for you guys to host it?
Well, it's in our community room in our independent setting, so people have a totally different entrance than the Evergreens entrance, so that's safe as well. It's been very gratifying to know that we've had several hundred people come through our doors and receive their vaccination.
All right, I teased it. You have a new addition, and I've heard it's really cool. What can you tell us about it?
Well, we have a lot of things there. We have a big community room that can hold about 125 people. We also have a kitchen that is a caterer's kitchen with all the outlets and different things that you can use to cater out of. And we will be having a Mexican catering by Kim this next Monday night. So that's all drive-through, I guess, takeout, I should say. So you can come in and get your Mexican food to go on Monday night from 5 to 7. We have a game room that has a shuffleboard table. We have two pool tables, a ping pong table, and a foosball table in there. We also have a movie theater that the residents have been enjoying a lot too.
What's the favorite movie to air?
I think the favorite thing that they've been watching, I think, would be the Huskers volleyball games, on the big screen, that's been fun too. So.
Do you allow visitors? I'm not asking for me,
yes,
but maybe.
We allow visitors if you just have to remember to wear your mask and socially distance.
So now's as good a time as any to be looking into either yourself or your family members to see what it would be like to live at the Evergreen.
Yes, then there are no regulations with the independent living. They can come and go as usual. The assisted living now is open and they're coming and going too, so that's exciting for everybody. It's been a tough year and we're glad we got through it safely. We did not have any COVID in our building, and that was exciting too.
That is so exciting, and I'll let you get to this exciting day, St. Patrick's Day, but thanks so much for stopping by and letting us know what's going on at the Evergreen.
Great, thanks. Nice to meet you, and everybody have a nice St. Patrick's festivity today.
That's Dee Fritz with Evergreen Assisted and Independent Living. We'll be back with more St. Patrick's Day in O'Neill. And we're underway. We have the O'Neill St. Patrick's Day 2021, and we start with the O'Neill American Legion Simonson post number 93. Just finished a national anthem. We're happy to have a 4-man honor guard with a squad leader carrying the United States flag and the American Legion flag. Up next is VFW post 926 marching color guard and float. William H. Crawford VFW post 926 with their post home in O'Neill. The post commander is Jim Sorrells. The post was chartered in September 1936. They sponsor youth programs in all Holt County schools and support many other community programs. The float is being pulled by Ed Fuller with the patriotically themed pickup previously owned by Roger Lang. Now a tank you're seeing right now, that's some serious artillery. That's carrying military veterans. That type of tank used in World War II as a prime mover for moving large guns and howitzers. The original tanks were armed with a 50 caliber Browning machine gun. That one is a replica. The tanks were made in 1942 to 1945. The tank is owned and restored by A.J. Owens. The group was joined by Senator Tim Gregert. Now the American Legion Riders. Members of the American Legion who are also motorcycle enthusiasts. They can be found participating in parades, providing escorts and standing flag lines for funerals in honor of veterans and fallen soldiers, partaking in motorcycle events and supporting the communities in which they live, work, and play. They also help promote motorcycle safety programs and provide a social atmosphere for American Legion members who share the same interest. Well, that's a way to start a parade. I'm Michael Shively. Lori Larson is with me as well. We're excited that you can join us for this here in 2021. Last year we did not get to host this, and it was a disappointment. Pandemic had just broken out, but as the Boy Scouts walked by, followed by Cub Scout Packet 245, for Boy Scout information, contact Doug Crumbrine at 515-494-3763. And for Cub Scouts, contact Kurt Karstens at 402-336-8189. It feels good, though, Lori, to be back here in O'Neill for St. Patrick's Day.
It does, and the turnout is fantastic.
It is.
And it's sunny, and it's great.
We got thanked earlier by someone who said that we brought the sunshine.
Oh,
so
hey.
we should take partial credit for that, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, now it's the Girl Scouts' turn. They're throwing out, not Girl Scout cookies, unfortunately, just candy. But we do want to say that the Spirit of Nebraska Girl Scout Service Unit 005 is located in O'Neill, has 55 registered members. If you have any questions about getting involved or starting a new troop for your girl and her friends or joining an existing troop, visit girlscoutsofnebraska.com. Well, there's the Omaha Pipes and Drums. That is always special, having them in.
It is. They sound fantastic. I heard them earlier. I'm so glad they made it again this year.
St. Pat's King and Queen riding by. That's Kurt Clausen and Karen Hazelhorst. Congratulations to the St. Pat's King and Queen. Now Governor Pete Ricketts, Nebraska's 40th governor. Governor Ricketts was first elected to office after winning the election in 2014. He won re-election in 2018. The son of an entrepreneur and a public school teacher, Governor Ricketts and his wife Suzanne Shore have been married for 23 years and live in Omaha with their 3 children. And I know the governor has made multiple trips up here to O'Neill. This is a favorite across the state.
Yeah, we saw him earlier on the Shamrock, and it's great to have him here.
Okay, coming up, there's the governor on screen. Then we're going to switch to our next politician, who I don't think he wants to be identified as a politician, but O'Neill Mayor Scott Manish and his wife Marcia. Historic fire truck. Want to welcome everybody to this year's celebration. Scott Manish, a longtime city councilman, 40 plus years on the volunteer fire department. His dad was fire chief when they got this fire truck, and his dad started taking care of it. Now he's been taking care of it. An awesome fire truck there, a historic one, and very cool to have the mayor driving it.
Looks great, and I think that might be the one that they park inside the community center, so that's pretty awesome.
That's Scott Manish and Marcia. Next up, the O'Neill High School Screamin' Eagle Band. They are going to stop and perform at the Shamrock. We'll tell you about them. They're playing Senor Smoke. During the 2020 marching band season, the band received a superior rating at the Pierce Marching Contest, as well as the Best Color Guard Award. They also competed in 3 virtual contests held by U.S. bands. At the Flow Marching Kickoff, they received 3rd place in Class C2, and at the state championships received 1st place, earning all caption awards. Their 2020 field show was titled Las Aguilas Españoles, which translates into the Spanish Eagles. Screamin' Eagle Band, under the direction of reigning Mr. Irish himself, Mr. Chad Dean. Tiffany Shoemaker is the color guard advisor. Drum major this year is Kelsey Osborne. The Screamin' Eagle Band is 60 members Irish strong. The band wants to thank the community and administration for their support in getting new band uniforms this year. Looking good and sounding good.
Oh, they do. I love their new uniforms.
My wife found out. She's an alumnus of the O'Neill High School Marching Band, and she was very jealous that they got new marching band uniforms.
We'll tell her that they look really good.
She's here somewhere watching. So that's the O'Neill High School Screamin' Eagle Bands. Now the O'Neill Chamber of Commerce presents the 2021 Parade Grand Marshal, Rachel Coleman. Rachel was a police officer in O'Neill for 14 years, starting on St. Pat's weekend. That's a heck of a time to start, 2007. She will go full circle this year as she's covering some shifts this weekend to end her career in O'Neill. Rachel is going to the Law Enforcement Training Center as an instructor in Grand Island. Congratulations and good luck to her in her new endeavor. And the community wishes her thank you for all she's done for the Irish capital of Nebraska as a police investigator. Lori Havronic driving the car. She's the chamber president.
Yeah, Lori might be here in a little while to cover some
Great.
things with you, Michael.
And I know we have had Rachel on air on News Channel Nebraska as well, primarily for our extreme weather coverage, where she's been gracious enough to help spread the word on good safety practices. So she will be missed, especially for her PR efforts in the community. The Irish Walk of Fame coming by. The 2021 inductees are Dick Larson and Tom Early for their lifetime of community service, countless hours of hard work, and always giving to St. Patrick's Day an extra touch of spirit. They've earned their names etched in stone in O'Neill forever. Dick Larson and Tom Early. I did pick up some stories on each of these, Lori. Dick, he was there in 1961 for the original time they painted the Green Horse.
Oh, okay.
And also at the 1969 proclamation of O'Neill as Nebraska's Irish capital, was aggressive in the Irish marching band, and he was the one that brought the 1971 national champion Nebraska Cornhuskers football team to town, starting a tradition of bringing football players here that lasted for a long time.
Well, then they definitely belong in that Irish Hall of Fame.
Tom Early had Tom's Madison Street Tavern. Did you stop by that ever?
I can't say I did,
No?
darn.
Oh, well, in 1987, they had 900 strong inside for one of the first major St. Patrick's Day party-style atmospheres, and Tom giving a lot of credit for his work in really spreading this around the state and in the community. Really involved in youth baseball and softball. The ball field is named after him, and I loved at the end of his tribute on KBRX, he said, when he found out about this, I'm just taking care of the place and the people I love. That's a great sentiment.
It is. That is a great feeling of passion for this event.
O'Neill Chamber of Commerce welcomes everyone to O'Neill for the St. Pat's celebration. They hope that you enjoy the visit to Irish Capital, whether it's over TV or in person. We have Leap Preschool coming by right now. Leap Preschool students, families, they teach and say Jesus loves you. Director Joanna Nelson invites you to register your 3 or 4-year-olds for the next school year. We also had Chamber of Commerce Ambassador Wyatt Lever. We're either out of order or I missed Wyatt. But we'll tell you about Wyatt because he's cool. He's a Nebraska football player. Walk on and caught a touchdown pass against Purdue, part of the Huskers' win at Purdue. He worked his way into the receiving rotation here as a sophomore, appeared in all 8 games. Keep an eye out for number 85 on the field representing the Irish capital of Nebraska. He's this year's O'Neill Chamber of Commerce Ambassador, Wyatt Lever. It's a gorgeous day, but I will say it is a windy day, and we want to catch up and mention Class Homeschool Group inviting everyone to the Kids Carnival from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Christ Connection Center, 2.5 blocks north of the Shamrock. Class stands for Christ-Centered Learning and Support System. Wireless World Verizon riding by. Wireless World is a premium retailer for Verizon. They sell exclusively Verizon products and services with a variety of accessories and devices in stock. Go see Haley and Kelsey for your cell phone needs at 107 South 4th Street in O'Neill.
I think this might be the preschool from Christ Lutheran.
Excellent crowd, which Lori mentioned. I mean, this is lining a half dozen city blocks with the sidewalks full of people. Always a favorite for the kids because parades mean candy getting thrown.
Okay. It says Shad's Electric.
Shad's Electric, which is way down the list. So we got, it's the St. Mary's team in the back. St. Mary's, their basketball team, they made the semifinals, made it to the 3rd place game as well in Class D2 this year. Was a phenomenal basketball team. The basketball team was just in that last float. We were able to broadcast their semifinal game on News Channel Nebraska. A great effort and a phenomenal season for St. Mary's. Chamber of Commerce. Told you about them earlier, but check out that float.
Throwing out lots of candy. Lots of candy.
Wow, they bought out Torpin's Rodeo Market of Candy. Irish Strong on the back.
Here's Wyatt.
And now we have Wyatt. All right, giving the thumbs up. Go Big Red. Wyatt Lever with the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Number 85. Check him out this season. And he's the ambassador. Well, you got the, we read, already gave you the information about the kids' carnival they're walking by. The cardboard they're wearing might help break the wind.
Kids Carnival is from 2 to 4 today, sponsored by Christ Connection Center. So.
And my niece and nephew aren't here this year, but that would be all what they're into for sure this afternoon.
Those are always so fun, the duck pond and all those fun things.
Absolutely.
Here's Crotters.
All right, Crotters Home and Auto Center coming through. So they have a 2021 Ram 1500 TRX. That's not the antique one, that's that big one behind it. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. Races through the quarter mile in 12.7 seconds at 106 miles per hour. It's a 6.2 liter supercharged V8, 702 horsepower, 650-pound torque on tap. Starts at $71,000. We'll see if we can get a deal, maybe the next News Channel Nebraska vehicle. Lori, you got it in there?
Maybe, but I do see the Lund
cool,
boats
71
coming.
grand.
Yes,
that
Crotters.
thing is serious.
Yeah, hopefully they keep it under control here. Hey, let's talk about the Lund boats, the Crotters Marine Lund boats that in the new area. Crotters is your new Lund boat dealer right here in O'Neill, Nebraska.
Excellent. Great folks there at Crotters. Just so many small businesses in O'Neill for a town of 3,700. Really impressive, the entrepreneurial spirit in this town. Those businesses help make this event possible. Here is the CNCAP Early Head Start Program, Community Action Partnership, a free program for prenatal and families with children birth to age 3. They're now taking applications for the next school year. Give your child the best possible start in life and apply today.
Well, Pinnacle Bank has an amazing float. Look at this one.
Wow. How big is that hat? There it is on your screen. That's the back end of it. I'm missing the front with the hat. There we go. That's some good style. All right, year after year, Pinnacle Bank is reminded of the unity and strength in the small Irish community of O'Neill. Good people willing to lend a hand. It's what makes O'Neill a perfect place to call home. The challenges of the past 3 years have made us just that much more grateful to be able to count on our neighbors in times of need. Pinnacle Bank wants to extend our thanks to all those who have dedicated their time and efforts to the community. Thank you to the local linemen, road workers, police department, EMTs, churches, teachers, healthcare professionals, and countless others. They're proud to be a part of the O'Neill, Nebraska community. They're not just a bank in Nebraska, they are Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be, member FDIC. Big Red Motorsports, they just came through. Wishing everyone a happy St. Pat's. Golf season just around the corner. Get your golf carts in time for a tune-up or take a look at a new one. They're family-owned and operated in Neely and O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports can provide you with the latest and best in power sports products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Farm Bureau Financial Services, Jim Hedstrom and Brittany DeCourt of Hedstrom Farm Bureau Insurance, located on West Douglas Street. Jim and Brittany can help you with all of your insurance needs. So our friends at KBRX.
Yes, Scott does a phenomenal job every year.
If you hear in the background, you can hear the local announcer. That's Scott Posey, phenomenal manager at KBRX, the radio station, top dog country in O'Neill. Big supporters of St. Patrick's Day, and it's amazing what all they do for the community. Oh my.
We've seen this one
This
before,
comes every
yes.
year, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've seen this one before.
I can't really describe it to you. That's why we're on television.
Yeah.
Take it in yourself. That is a Longhorn in a car.
I think he really enjoys parades. I've seen him
You
in
do?
Verdigris and a few other places.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, we do. We hope he stays in the car, right?
Yeah, this and the Green Horse is when you get to the different unique animal selections of O'Neill St. Patrick's Day. You know, that Pinnacle Bank read that we mentioned there, Lori, really is a good one. They mentioned all we've been through the last 3 years. It always seems to come up here in March. 2019, this was 1 week after the devastating floods hit this region, especially immediately to the north on the Niobrara River. And they still went on with the parade that year. It had a different tone and raised a lot of money. That happened last year. This was 1 week after the pandemic started. It took until the week of to really get a grasp of what it meant, led to the cancellation. Now this year it coincides with really a ramp up in vaccines. So something about March seems to be a special time or a different time, and we're happy that this year it has a more jubilant atmosphere than the past two.
Right, and I think their Nebraska Strong Take Two motto is definitely the attitude of Nebraskans, and I'm so proud of them.
That's the O'Neill Lions Club annually holds an event on St. Pat's. I don't believe they have it this year. 2 years ago, I know it was donkey basketball, and my wife didn't want to go, and she's not listening, so I can say I was upset. I wanted to be there for donkey basketball.
It is. I have participated in that. That is a riot.
Yeah, I did that 2 years ago. I don't think they have anything this year, but watch out next year. They'll be back at it with always bringing good entertainment. No, they've had hosted the Nebraska football team for some basketball in the past. Secretary of State Bob Evnen riding through. He was elected in 2018. The Evnen family has over a century of history in Nebraska as business owners. As your Secretary of State, Bob Evnen is working to grow international trade for Nebraska agriculture. Bob Evnen has worked on behalf of Nebraskans to ensure safe, secure elections where all eligible voters have access to vote. Bob Evnen has stood with law enforcement to protect public safety. As Nebraska's ambassador to the world, Bob Evnen is fighting for economic growth. Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen. Next up should be H&R Block of O'Neill. It's not just taxes anymore. They offer personal money management, business services, payroll, and more. Call Roger Sorensen at 402-336-0076 today. H&R Block O'Neill can be found on the east side, just before the railroad tracks across from Northeast Community College. Lots of green going on. It's trivia time.
Yes.
Lori, do you have a trivia question? We got to ask the people.
I do. How many St. Pat's celebrations has O'Neill officially had?
That's a good question. I said earlier it was several decades. How many decades? I don't know, but you can tell us, and we can hook you up with a t-shirt.
That's right. So
Hit us up on social media, at News Channel NE on Twitter, or News Channel Nebraska on Facebook. Send us a tweet, send us a message, and if you have the correct answer, we'll be sure to get you a t-shirt. Give us your address and we can ship it. If you're in O'Neill, let us know. We'll be around. So there's your question. Say the question again if you can, Lori.
how many St. Pat's celebration has O'Neill officially had? That is the question.
Just driving by was 106 Kicks with the Black Ram pickup and 97.5 KEXL and News Talk WJAG radio. A couple of Norfolk radio stations. Coming up next, that's the O'Neill Fenian Army. They always do something crazy. I don't know what they're going to do this year. Last year, or 2 years ago, they all pulled down their drawers. Luckily, they had something they were wearing.
I think they had buckets and mops and things too. It was kind of crazy, but you know what? Everybody needed that after the COVID.
Yeah, the Fenian Queen Marge Walk continues her royal reign. Third time's a charm for this charming lady. The Queen's car is courtesy of Crotter Auto. The Irish Washerwomen's Bucket Brigade hung up their buckets this year. You can see the ladies are both Irish Strong and Irish Stout. They're riding with General John O'Neill to celebrate the General John O'Neill Bronze Sculpture Project. They want to thank everyone for their support of that project. You can buy bricks to support it and get that bust of John O'Neill at the courthouse. Such an interesting history here in O'Neill. The namesake of the town, John O'Neill, a Fenian, that's in reference to the Irish independence movement, which he tried to bring to the United States and Canada, which you can read on his Wikipedia page to learn more on that.
Those are big bottles there.
It's not full, it's easier to lift, they say. Okay. All right, we're
You know what? I'm going to turn this over to Lori
All
with
right.
the chamber because she's an expert.
Yes. So Lori Larson handing off the microphone to Lori Hovronik, the president and CEO of the O'Neill Chamber of Commerce. Lori, you're looking quite green, and I mean that as a compliment. Normally that would be, oh no, she's sick. Not the case today.
No, we just got a few extra shamrocks going here today.
Absolutely. Well, I saw you riding in the parade there.
Yes.
So you finished it out.
Yes.
And you got to see the full crowd. I can only see down a couple blocks.
Oh my gosh, the crowd is phenomenal. Yes, both sides of the streets are lined from the curb to the buildings. This is one of the biggest crowds we've had in about 3 or 4 years.
Wow. I think people were ready for this. They were ready to get out. This is outdoors, so people, I think, are feeling pretty safe about it.
Yes.
And good enough weather.
Yes, the wind's a little much, but we'll take that compared to everything else that we've had to deal with.
We will. Walking by right now is the green horse, painted every year and always makes an appearance.
This is the traditional Irish band. We have Leo Matthews. He is like 2nd or 3rd generation riding that green horse. I think this is about the 4th green horse that we've had. And that horse will probably go into handle bend when it gets done here.
I know it usually makes an appearance in
A-ball. It'll probably go through handle bend. And the traditional Irish band is part of O'Neill St. Pat's.
Yes, we just saw the women's Fenian Army as well come through. And that sculpture project's coming along. They're selling a lot of bricks.
Yes, and they said this morning they have reached their financial goal to go ahead with the project.
All right.
So
that's
the
great
statue,
news.
when it is finished, will go up in the southwest corner of the courthouse lawn.
All right, so Jennifer Sorrell's Memorial Walk for Domestic Violence. Grant Posey driving this entry. He's Jennifer's nephew. Jennifer Sorrell's Memorial Walk to Stop Domestic Violence is an event that's been held every year since she passed. We lost her in March of 2017 due to domestic violence. Her older sister, Shannon Pease, started this walk with her family to bring awareness to how serious this is. The walk will be held next year in July because of the pandemic at O'Neill High School's track. Everyone is welcome. It's to help victims of abuse and survivors to heal, along with families that have gone through what they have been through. Don't wait to get out. Say no more to violence. This was Jennifer's favorite celebration and the last that her family spent with her. The money that is raised from the event goes to Bright Horizons to help victims.
This next bunch we've got coming is the Irish Walk of Fame.
All right.
And
they are Irish strong.
They
Take two.
are Irish strong. They're duking it out here to see who
for the
is
Irish
gonna
Strong
be.
Championship. Who are you picking to be the winner?
The one in the green shirt.
Good choice. Yeah, if you lose someone, it's going to be hard to find. To say, oh yeah, he's wearing a green shirt. Find him in the crowd. Irish Walk of Fame. They're breaking up the fight.
Actually, the guys that are in there are actual boxers.
Really?
Yeah, they are. Now that I see who it is, they are actual boxers. Yes. So they got the ringside seats going there.
And we read the honorees earlier. Told a couple of the stories about the inductees.
Yes, this is the group that actually raises the money and does the work to put the squares in the sidewalk.
Awesome. Yes, and that again, the inductees this year, Dick Larson and Tom Early.
Yes, those two were inducted.
Beginnings Pregnancy Resource Center offers compassionate and non-judgmental care to both guys and ladies. And they're not just about unplanned pregnancies. Beginnings offers a wide variety of free and confidential services, including STD testing and treatment. Many other items. At Beginnings, they speak truth and share hope. Stop by their new location at 415 East John Street in O'Neill. Find them on social media or visit their website at beginningspregnancycenter.com. Summerfest Rodeo comes up next. The award-winning rodeo will be held on July 16th and 17th at Carney Park in O'Neill. Come and enjoy 2 nights of rodeo action featuring Adam Jellybean Carlson as the rodeo clown. The Friday night performance will be at 7:30, Saturday at 6:30. After the rodeo on Saturday night, go across the road to enjoy Casey Donahue in the O'Neill Community Center parking lot. Summerfest, can't wait. Next to St. Pat's, that's the next biggest.
It's going to be huge, yes. We've been planning for Summerfest for 2 years now, since we didn't get to have it last year. But yeah, we will have the Casey Donahue concert coming up on the 17th. Casey has confirmed. So
Awesome.
the award-winning rodeo has been the Mid-State Small Purse Rodeo of the Year 5 years running. So
Wow. NPPD coming up. See this group of. This is the Tri-County Bank Community Wealth Specialists. They've been Irish Strong for 75 years. Today's walkers, Joel Steinhauser, Darcy Fox, Carmen Lechtenberg, Molly Crotter, and Natalie Owens. The junior high band, we might get them later.
they're back their ways.
They're back their ways. Good. Nebraska Public Power District, they come by. They're working hard to power your everyday, every day. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Now the party trolley, also Little Tots Preschool and Daycare Center. Call the party trolley for all your special occasions. The trolley is equipped with Bluetooth speakers and lights to help set the mood. They'll be out and about tonight to get everybody home safely. Give them a call to book your special occasion. Little Tots Preschool and Daycare Center is a home away from home. They're seeking full-time employees. They also have openings for 6 weeks to 12-year-old children. Give Stacy a call at 402-336-1414 for more information. That is the party trolley, and that's helping keep everybody safe. Great to offer those rides here this evening around town. Irish Strong, take 2. Next up, Charles Herbster for governor. Charles Herbster, a fourth-generation farmer and rancher and successful businessman from Falls City. Charles is a passionate conservative Republican who served as the national chairman of Donald Trump's Agriculture and Rural Advisory Committee. Now he's running for Nebraska governor and asking for your vote in 2022. Again, thank you so much for joining us for the 2021 O'Neill St. Patrick's Day Parade on News Channel Nebraska. I'm Michael Shively. O'Neill Chamber President and CEO Lori Havranek is with us. And it's great to be here. This is the best you can find on St. Patrick's Day every year.
This event actually kicks off the outdoor festivals of the year in the state.
All right.
Yes.
And it didn't just start today. This has been going on for this week.
It started Wednesday, yes. They did the Irish Walk of Fame induction ceremony on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Yes.
I know Friday they painted the Shamrock.
Yes, the Shamrock painting was supposed to be on Wednesday night also, but due to the weather, that got moved to Friday night. So everything turned green last night. They did the Shamrock, they greened the pond, they got the horse
okay,
green.
the horse.
Yes.
Good.
Everything turned green.
Now it's A&J Tire and Towing. A&J Tire and Towing wishes you a happy St. Patrick's Day. Call them for your vehicle repair and maintenance needs and heavy, medium, and light towing and recovery. They also do road hauling, door unlocks, tire changes, and road service. And things don't stop here today or this afternoon with the parade. There's still more events the rest of the day.
Yes, after the parade, there will be the Kids Carnival up at the Christ Connection Center. We will also have an Irish whiskey and beer tasting at Holt County Grill. The Knights of Columbus will be holding a cornhole tournament.
Right.
Then there will be music in the pubs later. So this is just the beginning for today.
It is. Well, I know I'll be stopping by. I think Holt County Grill is in the plans, Handlebend in the plans, so I'll be checking things out this afternoon for sure. Next up, Groce Irrigation Company. Kyle Knight, manager at Groce Irrigation. They offer irrigation, domestic, and stock well drilling, along with in-house pump repair and design. Groce Irrigation, excellence in irrigation since 1933. They're pumping some green water in the back of that truck. Everything green here in O'Neill today. We got some young kids working out in the back of this. Works by Whitney provides group fitness classes in O'Neill. Classes incorporate HIIT workouts, weightlifting and cardio. Classes commence April 5th. Contact Whitney Abbott or call 352-213-5593 for more details. 1,000 pounds, wow.
That is one strong kid out there.
Yes.
It's Irish strong, definitely Irish strong today.
It is, yep. That's enough, even though you got no weight on that. That's a lot of squats down the length of this parade. Enough to make me tired.
Yeah, they've got 7 blocks all together. That is a long ways.
Guardian Security Services offers video security systems for commercial, residence, government, and farm and ranch. Give Bo a call for residential or business security system needs at 402-340-0152. St. Patrick's Day Parade in O'Neill. Food trucks, I've noticed a handful of food trucks around.
Yes, they're all. We've got 5th in Douglas and 3rd in Douglas, so you can get Carnival food if you're a fan of that. We've got that available, along as like Whole County Grill, Chesterfield's I think has food. So there's all kinds of festive food to go along with the festivities.
Yeah, if you're watching on TV, I know that we're really happy to bring this to you, but you got to come next year. There's everything you could want from a festival atmosphere.
Today is Meat on the Table Day, so you want to support Whole County Ag. Eat beef. Not in there. Oh, look
Eat
at
beef.
this.
Yeah.
We've got St. Patrick himself here today.
He made the trip.
I hope he drives all of the snakes out of O'Neill.
So my wife seconds that. She doesn't like snakes one bit.
This is North Central Automation.
They specialize in steel buildings and all your grain handling needs. Call Ron at 402-336-1900 for more information.
That might be Ron up there at St. Patrick.
It's warm out, so he can wear the sandals, but toes might still be a little cold. He's got a snake wrapped around that staff even.
Yeah, I just hope he just drives them all out.
All right, a Hummer is driving through next. I believe this is King FM 103.9, Greatest Hits 93.9, and AM 1060, covering central and north central Nebraska. Sunday morning polka show from 10 to noon. Tune in for that. Take KNLV with you anywhere in the world with their free mobile apps or listen online. In the distance, you can see the Golden Hotel, a historic building here in town. Golden Hotel in operation. Likely some folks staying there today.
There's a lot of history at the Golden Hotel.
There is.
Yes, and they have done a lot to restore and keep it in the historical state. It's beautiful on the inside.
I've done a lot in O'Neill. I have not actually checked out the hotel.
Go ask them for a tour sometime, and they can take you and they can show you the rooms where Al Capone was the lawyer that put away Al Capone would stay, and so.
Arbor Care Centers of O'Neill carrying the banner is the therapy department. Doing the driving is activities director Juanita Meyer along with a couple residents of Arbor. Jake Hansen along with his helpers are passing out the Irish-themed candy. Arbor Care Centers of O'Neill is a skilled nursing facility serving the residents of Holt County, surrounding communities, and statewide since 1964. The care center was purchased under Nebraska ownership in July 2019 for the first time in building's history. 9 facilities across the state under their affiliation. Their mission is to provide care that residents expect and deserve. Now, here's the junior high Screaming Eaglets, right?
This are the Chirping Eaglets.
Chirping Eaglets, the Screaming Eagles and the Chirping Eaglets.
This is a Chirping Eaglet band. Today, the O'Neill Junior High School Chirping Eaglet Marching Band are performing the tunes I Get Around. This song comes from their 2020 field marching show entitled The Beach Boys. The 45-member Chirping Eagle Band is under the direction of Chad Dean, who is also our reigning Mr. Irish. Yes. Through the year, the junior high band performs a field routine at halftime of football games, pep band, and basketball games. They also do 3 concerts as well as the St. Patrick's Day Parade. The Chirping Eaglet Band is the back-to-back defending band champion for the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they're beating out the traditional Irish band. They're beating out the high school. Some bragging rights.
So they're working extra hard today to keep that title.
Very cool. AYSO, that's youth soccer, that's up and running this year. 2021 season runs from April 17th through May 22nd for ages 4 through 19. Registration now open through March 31st. Get your kids signed up fast at ayso629.org. They're also in need of volunteers. Any help is appreciated. Soccer fans, they need referees. Northeast Community College, Aaron Gobrock.
Nebraska Strong. Irish Strong is Nebraska Strong. Team members include Kathy Barta, Linda Basil, and Karen Strong driving today. Your full-service professional real estate company specializing in residential sales.
Known, so take two to the Irish Strong as they await 2022 at Avera St. Anthony's Hospital. There's plenty of entries this year. It's about 75, maybe?
I think with A through N at the beginning and then the numbered entries, we have close to 80, yes.
Close to 80, that's
yes.
Fantastic. Nebraska Strong, there's still no place like Nome for St. Pat's Day. Irish Strong is Nebraska Strong. Team members include Kathy Barta, Linda Pazel, and Karen Strong driving today. Strachey Realty is a full-service professional real estate company specializing in residential sales. Their goal is to make your real estate experience one of the most rewarding experiences you have. Strachey Realty provides each client with one-on-one attention they deserve. Their focus is on excellence in service throughout your real estate transaction. Stacy Strachey, broker and owner with sales associates Clarissa Eiler, Kellen Rechler, Jade Ritterbush, Brianna Schwint, and Kaylin Collins. First Presbyterian Church, I believe they were coming by. Take two for the Trinity, driven by Pastor Linda, decorated by confirmation class. Join and support activities and missions worship at Rural Bethany at 9 a.m. and First Presbyterian at 11 a.m. on Sundays. We're moving right along here to Charf Therapy and Holistic Wellness. Charf Therapy will be changing locations to 614 North 4th Street on April 1st. If you're struggling with chronic pain, upper extremity issues, or just need a relaxing massage, call Shailene Charf at 402-340-9099. Well, cornhole tournament, that means Knights of Columbus. Check them out at the KC Hall in West O'Neill for the cornhole tournament later today. Registration at 2:30, play at 3. You in the cornhole tournament, Lori?
No.
No?
No, I struggle with that game.
Oh, you well, there weren't any tailgates for football this last year. She didn't have any practice.
And this is the first year for their cornhole tournament, so we're pretty excited for them. Hopefully they get a good crowd.
Absolutely. Well, did we get to Kyson Garrett yet here?
That was scratched.
We scratched that, so Knights of Columbus moves ahead to Golden Hotel, who we told you about earlier, and Wadier Windmills. That's owned by Eric and Lynn Wadier. Eric and his sons Tyler and Asher and Keaton rebuild windmills and set them up. Their shop is located in Osmond. Give them a call for all your windmill needs. Eric and Sons travel throughout the United States working on windmills, and a good day to be a windmill.
Yes, it is, yes.
The Sunshine Girls and Something Special by Marilyn from Atkinson is next. This is a special group. Sunshine Girls, Patty Skurdla and Sandy Shrunk and Diane Alden from Atkinson started March last year during the pandemic. They dressed to a theme, did a skit and a song, and gave a treat to 120 Atkinson and Stewart residents that couldn't get out during the pandemic. Such a fun group, and they're no surprise that they're fun right now going through the parade. News Channel Nebraska, I know, paid them a visit for one of their last performances.
Those girls do a wonderful job
cool,
spreading smiles and happiness.
Moving along here in your parade to Cole Petroleum and Cole Ready Mix. The entry driven by Carter Cole. Pump Jack and Green Tube are pumping Irish strength. World of Life Christian School, see how God makes a way for you.
Next actually, we've got
402 Beef.
402 Beef, yes.
Yep. Producer to Consumer Beef Sales. They have quarters, halves, and wholes along with USDA inspected retail cuts. March 20th, that's today, Pro Meat Day, in opposition of Colorado's Meatless Day. Join them for the parade afterwards for a free 402 beef burger in downtown O'Neill. Free burger.
They are actually going to be right down by CarQuest. They're already set up. You can go down there and get a free hamburger.
A free burger.
Yeah, get a free burger.
I don't even have to say I'll put them on TV.
No, well, no, but they appreciate that. But
I'm sure we got some frisbees getting thrown our way.
Today is Meat on the Table Day as proclaimed by Governor Ricketts. So
yes.
402 Beef is here to help you get meat on the table.
Pritchard Twine and Net Wrap. Gerald Pritchett is driving the 1954 GMC pickup that he restored. The original owner was Gerald's mother, Rosie Pritchett. Now Kelly's Carriages with Kelly Kloppenborg and Kelly Lynn Schartz. Kelly's Carriages available for weddings, family reunions, and more.
There we have the Word of Life Christian School.
This year's float is based on God parting the Red Sea for Moses. God will always make a way for us. There's your carrot. That's a cool carriage. And check out those horses.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah,
yes,
that's
you can
fantastic.
actually rent those. They have the carriage, they have a sleigh. You can rent all of those pieces for special occasions. So thank you very much, Kelly, for bringing them to the town today.
Well, we're getting viewers from across the country chiming in. Got some folks from Colorado letting us know that they're viewing and watching today's broadcast. And again, we did have a trivia question we mentioned earlier. How many years has this parade happened? I gave a hint that it's several decades.
54. Today is 54. That we have today is the Ponca Parade.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
In Ponca, Nebraska.
Come and enter or watch the Ponca Parade in Ponca, Nebraska. Their parade is going to be June 26th at 3 p.m. in Ponca. And today,
Cool.
driving the wagon, we have Brad and Carol Conrad of Ponca, Nebraska. Those ponies are actually gypsy vanners, and they are known as Irish cobs.
All right.
The ponies'
Let's
names are Gypsy and Zara. So go and watch the parade in Ponca in June.
We got to see if we can get that on TV. Add it to the list.
We've got Skopek Land and Cattle next.
That's Mike Skopek with his daughter Audrey on a 1950 John Deere B. Marcus Skopek on a 350 Farmall with his sister Shelby and her boys Tucker and Cooper, along with their daughter Ellie and Mark's wife Bailey. They're followed by Shelby's fiance on a John Deere 2510. Oh, we're getting close to the end, but this is when we have just a whole fleet come through. I remember this from previous years. I'll announce it, and then they'll be going by for a couple minutes. Jimson Towing will be coming up shortly. So this is our chance, Lori. If you have some things to tell us about the chamber, what's been going on lately. I know I did see you just had a restaurant. Did they join this week?
Yeah, La Costanita actually just joined last. I take that back. They've actually been a member for a year, but their ribbon cutting was the first one that got canceled because of the pandemic. So a year later, we were able to celebrate the ribbon cutting and grand opening at the corner of 5th and Douglas.
Cool.
And I do believe they may be having a buffet in there today. So run in, grab
I only have
something to
one
eat.
stomach, Lori. We have free burgers. We got Whole County Grill with the Irish themed food. We have La Costanita with the buffet.
There's food everywhere here today.
Food
yes.
trucks. No
So,
shortage.
No shortage of food.
So if you're watching this thinking, it might have been cold, no, it's not cold. Come over. If you're in a neighboring community, if you're in O'Neill, there's still plenty going on today. Come check out the
Absolutely.
local businesses. Patronize here in O'Neill.
We are just actually kind of in the middle of all the activities happening today.
Yes.
So the Kids Carnival will be taking place right after the parade. That's 2 blocks north of the world's largest Shamrock. Out west of town behind Prairie Hills Ford is where you'll find the Cornhole Tournament. And the Whole County Grill, that's right here in the middle of where everything is happening.
It is.
Chesterfields is just a little farther west down the street.
Jimson Towing coming by. We got Mater from Cars up there. Glad you could join us here on News Channel Nebraska. Before this started, we had a conversation with Dee Fritz of Evergreen Assisted and Independent Living. Here, after we get through the parade, be sure to stay tuned. We have a conversation with Delray Cum of Shamrock Nursery. You'll want to hear what they have coming up this spring. Always some cool stuff going on at that business.
And they have a lot of really cool green items, St. Pat's decor, so head on out there and get ready for next year.
Yeah, and if you picked up gardening last year during the pandemic, don't give up.
No!
Keep it. Maybe your first crop didn't go well,
But
you got this year.
That's right, that's right. Last year was just kind of an experiment. This year it will go even better.
Yeah, and Del Rey, he's going to tell us about his smokeless fire pits. I will be hanging out next to one tonight.
Those are really neat.
They are.
Just taking a tour through their glass-covered greenhouse is a treat any time of the year.
Still more Jimson Towing here. We got to thank the O'Neill Police Department. They started off this parade led by Chief Matthew Ott. The police department, they are essential to everything that happens this weekend.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The police department and the O'Neill Street Department, they're everywhere all weekend, putting up barricades, taking them down, protecting the Shamrock so that after it's painted, it gets to dry. So yes, they're all over the place all weekend, and we greatly appreciate everything they do for St. Pat's weekend and all year long.
The Irish capital of Nebraska. Trivia question, Lori, do you know the year that it was designated the Irish capital of Nebraska?
Well, it's 67 or 69. It depends on who you ask.
Really?
Yes.
I thought the
Yes.
answer is 69.
We go with 1969, but there may be some that might argue it, so we'll go with 1969.
I didn't know there was a debate.
Yes, with some people there is, but we are the official
Yes.
Irish capital of Nebraska.
And the governor's here this year.
Yes, Governor Ricketts was here today, and
All you other St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
he partook in some of our festivities earlier today. And
Good.
we couldn't convince him to dance on the Shamrock, though. He just,
Well, he's a little too tall to be a leprechaun.
yeah, there you go. There you go. He didn't bring his dancing shoes to do the Cotton Eye
I
Joe.
see. I remember a few years ago, I stopped by at the Evergreen afterwards. I was covering it for News Channel Nebraska. There were, I think, 5
Yes.
people that were centenarians. Meaning
Yes.
They're 5 people 100 years old and
Yes,
older.
that
And
is correct, and there is still 1 or 2 out there.
That's crazy. There's something in this Irish water here. It's not just the green beer.
Here we have another
Summerfest Car Show.
Yes, another event that's going to be taking place at our Summerfest celebration on Saturday afternoon. We will have, look out, get ready. Oh.
They don't have enough room
we
to
will
really
be having
burn
the
out.
Summerfest Car Show at Ford Park on Saturday afternoon. So these are all this is just a small sampling of the vehicles that will be there.
Oh, looking forward to those fun events. And it's not like there weren't events this last year. There still were. They were a little different. I know there were some cruise nights in
Yes,
O'Neill, and those were really popular.
Yes, we did some cruise nights where they had takeout food, different places you could pull up and they would bring it out to you. We just tried to find some things that were safe for people to do and just try to keep morale up as much as we possibly could.
I know I talked to the folks at Handlebend. They said their drive-through was around the block for the entire event.
Yes,
for the
it
whole
was.
3 hours.
Yes. Yes, and they do have that closed off today, but there is a beer garden down there today. So
great.
There's just all kinds of things happening all over town yet today.
Such a fun town to visit, especially on weekends like this. This will, oh my, there's some more wind. It'll blow your beads away. But earlier on, a cool thing, so often you'll see the Nebraska football team here, not this year, but we did get one member, Wyatt Lever. He's the ambassador for the Chamber of Commerce.
That is correct, yes. Wyatt is our 2021 Chamber of Commerce ambassador, and we were really happy that he was able to make it back this weekend. They're in spring training and really going full force, but he was able to get away to come back and be with us this weekend.
I remember covering him in high school, and he had a catch. We were here. I wasn't on the call, but News Channel Nebraska was here. I don't remember the football game, but we were televising it, and he had a catch that went viral. He tiptoed on the edge of the end zone for a catch, and we're like, wow, look at the full extension there. He's tall. This dude can jump. He's going to be a good player. Little do we know, he's going to surface in a couple of years.
And now you'll be watching for number 85 when football season starts, because you'll be seeing Wyatt out there on the field catching footballs, and I'm sure scoring some touchdowns.
He had one against Purdue this past season.
Yes, he did, and that's the one that kind of put his name in the limelight. So it put the Irish capital of Nebraska on the map.
I believe my wife babysat him some, so she
Probably.
took partial credit for that.
And he probably had her around the backyard throwing footballs too.
All right, have we made it on here to the Cornhusker 2-Cylinder Club? That's on the list next.
We still got a few more
Still got the
cars
Summerfest
here.
Car Show. This might as well be the Summerfest Car Show.
Yeah, very much so. We have all kinds, that's for sure. Even got a race car here.
Yeah, it's stock car. You got trucks,
cars, pickups.
classic cars.
That is loud. A lot of these cars, I believe, that these people had when they were in high school.
Oh, wow.
And
they just kept them.
Hung on to them.
Took
and
care of them.
They got to the point where they were able to restore them. So they've been in the family a long time. I know this Thunderbird has been. We have Laura Morrow, the owner of CarQuest, driving that, and that belonged, I believe, to her father-in-law.
I got an Irish flag in the back of this truck.
We got Dwayne Brandel driving the blue F-150. That's one thing about the car show. There's cars for everybody to like. The older cars, the newer cars. There's a little bit of everything.
Now come the tractors. Here, once we get past a couple of remaining classic cars, Paula. There. Now this should be the transition then to the Cornhusker 2-Cylinder Club.
And it looks like we've got everything from the antique to the newest models following them.
John Deere green, that fits with
Part
today.
of part of the St. Pat's colors on those.
Yeah. You're watching the O'Neill St. Patrick's Day Parade 2021. Took a break last year. They did it in 2019, even a week after the historic floods hit this region, especially affected the folks just north of here near the Niobrara River. And that, I remember being on the broadcast for that, and it was a special event. It still happened. It was tough to get here for some people, but it still happened. It's raised some money too. That was an excellent.
We turned it into a fundraiser, and that day, just during the parade, we raised $5,000 to help our neighbors to the north and the east. And it was, these last 2 years have been pretty topsy-turvy in our area, that's for sure.
I was talking with Lori Larson earlier, and it seems like, you know, March, this St. Patrick's Day, kind of coincides with the big events the last few years.
Yes.
They had the floods, then pandemic forced the closure of the event. Now this year, it's kind of at the same time as vaccines get ramped up.
Right, and that's this year, you know, we decided we were going to go ahead with it. We let people make their own decisions, whether or not they wanted to come out or attend, and so it is, and it looks like people are enjoying it from looking up and down the parade route.
Yeah, and outdoors, I think, makes people feel a lot more comfortable.
Yes.
But if you're at home and didn't feel like this is quite the time yet to get out, next year, don't worry, because St. Patrick's Day happens every year.
It will happen again next year. Yes, it will. When we had the snow earlier in the week, there was a lot of hard work by our street department to get the streets cleared so that the kids could pick up the candy and not have to worry about mud and water. And so they worked really hard to make that happen.
It is clean here today.
And now we're getting a little bit more into the transition years of John Deere.
Yes. These you can no longer just fix with your wrench.
That's right. That's right. It takes a little more specialization to keep these going.
Tractors rolling by. A couple more entries into this parade after this. We have AKRS.
Acres Equipment.
That's why we have
John
Lori
Deere
Hefronik here.
dealer now
Acres
in O'Neill.
Equipment. And Mitchell Equipment also.
And Mitchell Equipment will be following them. Some of these bigger pieces of machinery now they barely fit under the stoplight down here because they're getting so big.
See, Lori, do you mind if I grab this? We have a couple more trivia questions
Go for it.
that we could launch out to people. So we asked earlier how many St. Patrick's Day celebrations have there been. Feel free to tweet us or put it on Facebook message us, News Channel Nebraska, with your answer. We'll see if we can get you a t-shirt. We did give the answer, so if you've been paying close attention, there's that.
I said it a little while ago.
Now, how many sides are there to a shamrock? I'm voting too easy of a question.
But
No?
a lot of people get that confused.
Because of the lucky when there's four,
Right,
so they think
right.
there's four normally.
Right.
It's
But
three.
there's not four. There's not four.
Yeah. So here's a good one. What does the Irish word
Sláinte.
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 Sláinte. Okay. What does that mean in English? Let us know. Hit us up on Twitter at News Channel NE. Facebook, message us, News Channel Nebraska, and let us know. And if you get that right, include some information, and we'll find a way to get you a shirt.
I will give you a hint.
Okay.
It was our parade theme 2 years ago.
2 years ago's
Sláinte.
parade theme, Sláinte.
Yes. So if anybody remembers 2 years ago, they should know what that word means.
Yes. Here's some other trivia questions that we'll give you the answers to. Who is inducted into the Irish Walk of Fame? Dick Larson and Tom Early this year. The 2021 St. Pat's King and Queen, Kurt Clausen and Karen Hazelhorst this season. The parade marshal, that's Rachel Coleman.
Rachel was a police officer in O'Neill for 14 years, and she actually started on St. Pat's weekend.
That's some initiation, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's true. And she's working a couple shifts to go full circle for her 14 years.
That's great. and she'll be moving on to Grand Island, be an instructor at the Nebraska.
Out of Omaha, and you can actually hire their group, or you can hire a single bagpiper for weddings, funerals, any occasion. You can check them out or see more about them at omahapipesandrums.com. We're always thrilled to have them in O'Neill.
Yeah, that's, you start out the event at the Shamrock, you have the pipes and drums, then you have the Irish dancers, and that's always something unique too, where the local girls, they learn the Irish dances and perform for everyone, and the alumni do it too.
Yes, today we had some alumni out there dancing. Unfortunately, our dance studio got hit really hard this year by COVID, and they had to close down. So they will be gearing up later in the fall when school starts, and we will get the Irish dancers going again.
Great. The alumni, they handled it this year then.
They did very well.
They did good.
It's amazing how those girls remember those dances because it's been quite some time for some of them, I believe, since they actually did it. So I was very impressed at how well they did. They did a beautiful job. Actually, next we've got some of the Jeeps from the Canyon Man Jeep Club.
Oh, okay.
They came and got in the parade today so they could see everybody in the Irish capital.
The St. Patrick's Day Fun Run, that's what started the day off. The sponsor of that, the Rotary Club.
And I went up and helped with the registration and the packets, and they had over 200 entries. So
great.
They had a great turnout for that this morning. The people that had registered last year were automatically in this year, so a lot of them came and ran this year. So yeah, they had over 200.
So those are just some of the activities we just ran through that happened before this, plenty going on after. And this really all started on Wednesday. So the Jeep Club, they're coming through now.
This is the Canyon Man Jeep Club, and that's Canyon with a K. If you would like more information, you can look them up on the internet. Just Google Canyon Man Jeep Club. And you can go out, they do a lot of fun things in the summertime with their Jeeps.
O'Neill Fire and Rescue.
We got Rachel making one more pass down Main Street. Rachel is an EMT and firewoman when she was here in O'Neill, and she's taking one last pass down Main Street.
Grand Marshal of the parade this year. O'Neill Rural Fire. So many excellent volunteers that help keep people safe.
And we are very thankful to have all of these firemen, EMTs, first responders in our community. And we can't thank them enough for everything they do for us.
And always a favorite in the parade. Ambulances to follow.
Our volunteer fire department EMTs consists of people from all walks of life, all types of careers, all ages, and they're always encourage people, if you would like to become a fireman or an EMT, to stop by the city office and they can get you steered in the right direction.
Now we had the historic fire truck earlier, driven by Scott Manish, O'Neill mayor.
Yeah, he is also the mayor, yes.
And his dad was on the fire department when they got that vehicle, that fire truck, and now he's helped take care of it and keep it in good condition.
That's his favorite truck.
Yes, great. So the O'Neill Fire and Rescue rounding out this parade. This will not end the festivities. Lots more to come in O'Neill, but this will do it for us right now. Lori, is there anything else you want people to know about the chamber or events going on in O'Neill the rest of the year?
If you have anything that you would like to know about the community of O'Neill, just contact the chamber office at 402-336-2355. Check out our new website, o'neillchamber.com, and make sure that you come back to O'Neill in July for Summerfest. That will be the third weekend in July, so hopefully we'll see you Summerfest.
Can't wait for that. We do want to let you know, I talked earlier with Delray Cum of Shamrock Nursery. Stick around for that. We'll get you that here after a short commercial break. But thank you so much to everybody who joined in today to watch the O'Neill St. Patrick's Day Parade in 2021. It's a truly special year for this event in O'Neill. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Michael Shively signing off. We'll have a conversation with Shamrock Nursery coming up, and then back to regularly scheduled programming on NCN. It's St. Patrick's Day in the Irish capital of Nebraska, and we're joined by Delray Cum. He's the owner of Shamrock Nursery here in O'Neill. And Delray, I noticed you have the green jacket on.
Yes, I get to wear this once a year, but it always amazes me that it sits in my closet all year and I put it on and it shrinks. I don't get it.
Yeah, that is a mystery. Yeah. It's a real mystery there, but you're looking good, let me tell you that. And I'm sure things are starting to look pretty good at Shamrock Nursery. What's going on? It's the first day of spring, right?
Right, first day of spring, and we are planting plants like crazy. Perennials, annuals, herbs, hanging baskets, lots of stuff growing, getting ready for the big season coming up. And we're expecting another banner year. Last year was a phenomenal year with COVID, people staying home and gardening and landscaping. So it was a great year for us, so we're hoping for the same again this year.
Well, if people haven't been by recently, this isn't brand new for you, but if they haven't been inside, why should they come check out your glass greenhouse?
It's an amazing facility. We built it like 3 years ago, and it's the only curved glass greenhouse in Nebraska and possibly the Midwest. And it costs a lot of money, but it is an awesome facility. And with our staff and our selection of plants and quality of plants, if you haven't seen it, you need to come. Check it out. And also in the store, Liv, my wife, and the girls have got tremendous amount of neat outdoor decor and lots of different merchandise. And if you've never been here, you need to come check it out.
So that's all here at your O'Neill location for Shamrock Nursery, but you have other locations across the region, right?
Yes, we do. We have Green River Garden Center in Verdigris, and it's really a neat facility. I always say it's a quaint garden center in a quaint village. It's a great place. We have great people there. We have Neely Shamrock Garden Center in Neely. It's on the south end of Main Street in Neely. We got great people, great facility there. And then we have our Shamrock 2 in Norfolk, which is located just east of Goodwill store. And our satellites are just open seasonally while we're open year-round here in O'Neill. But all of those facilities have our plants, and we just do a lot of business in those places.
So you're known for poinsettias, but in the spring you have a whole nother level of flowers that you're growing. What's about to go on sale?
Well, we grow about 700 different varieties of plants for spring. And right now we have one thing that we have on sale is potting soil. Last year there became a shortage of potting soil. So I encourage people to get that now. We have it on sale. Last year, because of COVID, also there was a shortage of garden seed. And we sell bulk garden seed. So I would encourage people to get that bought. early because there could be a shortage again this year.
So I know this from personal experience, but one of your coolest products is the Smokeless Fire Pit. Those things are awesome. What can you tell us about that?
Well, they are incredible. It's not too often you have a new product that exceeds your expectations, but these Smokeless Fire Pits really do. They are stainless steel, so they will last a lifetime, and they burn really efficiently. It doesn't take a lot of wood to get a beautiful flame and fire, and the best thing is you don't smell like smoke. I don't know, the way the air flows and the holes in there, it's just amazing. Again, people got to try them. We have 3 different sizes in stock, and they are, you got to try it to believe it. We've had people that have bought one and they'll come back and they'll want more because they're so easy to use and so nice. And at Christmas time, we couldn't get more. Like a lot of the products, is just difficult to get at times, but we have a good supply in stock now, so come out and get it. We're going to light ours tonight around the patio and have a little peanut butter whiskey and some Irish whiskey around the fire pit.
Well, we got to get to that. Let's fast forward time some, but thanks so much for joining us, Delray. Enjoy St. Patrick's Day.
I sure plan on it. Thank you for coming to O'Neill.
It's our pleasure to be here, and we have more coverage of the O'Neill St. Patrick's Day celebration coming up on NCN.
Heritage and tradition on the water, there's nothing quite like a Lund boat. The secret behind Lund's success is the craftsmanship with an extreme attention to detail. Whether fiberglass or aluminum, look no further than Crotter Marine in O'Neill, your area Lund boat dealer. Lund's prototype offers a superior design and unparalleled engineering, creating greater fishability for the Lund ultimate fishing experience. If you love the outdoors, a Lund boat is perfect for your recreational hunting or fishing adventures. Contact Crotter Marine in O'Neill today.
The Evergreen Assisted Living, located in O'Neill, Nebraska, helps seniors remain as independent as possible. Now with the addition of 12 beautiful independent living apartments with 1 or 2 bedrooms, there are more choices for choosing the Evergreen as your new home. Enjoy the spacious community center, complete with movie theater and activities and game room, or enjoy the breathtaking courtyard. You can count on comfort, courtesy, security, and service at the Evergreen in O'Neill. Contact Dee today.